Okay, what's up everyone, and welcome to another live stream of Joe Debates Entertainment. I'm your host, Joe Coyne. I think I lost reception there, I think I got back now, but we're on YouTube live now, and we're gonna talk about The Last Kingdom Season 5. I think it will be released on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, so that's 3 days away from now. And I don't think I have the time, or it's 2 days? Oh, it's Monday, sorry, my mistake. It's 2 days from now. I still have my schedule from yesterday in my head, because I was originally supposed to do this on Sunday, yesterday, but something got in the way of it, and now I'm doing it today, on Monday. 2 days before the new season will be released on Netflix. And I'm really looking forward to it, I hope you guys are too. What we're gonna do in this video is we're gonna predict the plot of the film of the season, of this video. We're gonna do that by watching the trailer a few times, maybe once or twice, break it down a little bit, talk about what happens in the trailer, and talk about what may or may not happen during this season. Then I will talk about which characters may or may not die during the whole season. I will do my death predictions, as you guys seem to love that a lot. Don't know why that subject gets a lot of viewers. Those videos, the death predictions, are the ones on my channel with the most viewers. Don't know why that is, but I like you guys having here and watching my great videos. And if that's what you like, then I will do more of those videos. So anyway, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna predict the plot of season 5, and we're gonna do the predictions for season 5. And if you have any predictions for the season, you can write them in the live chats. Maybe we'll talk about it halfway through the stream, maybe somewhere near the end of the stream. But if you have any interesting questions or subjects you want to write in the chats, do it. And those, maybe we'll talk about halfway through the video, or maybe at the end. We'll just have to wait and see. Before we get started, I want to show you my awesome intro. Whoa! Great. Okay, let's get started. We're gonna watch the trailer. We're gonna react to it. I'm not gonna say anything while we're watching it right now, but after that, well, I may say some stuff, I will react to it a little bit, but I won't be breaking it down. I'm just first gonna watch it together with you, the audience, and I'm gonna talk about it a little bit, break it down a little bit, and we'll predict what may or may not happen in the season. Let's get started.
For many years there was peace between Saxon and Dane.
Awesome.
Something's changed. The air is rotten. King Eadberht's eye wanders northwards. The dream of England has
Beautiful.
These past weeks have been stories. Raiders seen with white marking in their faces.
The time has come to
Brida.
save our people!
Break out the defense of Uhtred.
Someone will be killed. She's coming from a bloodhound.
You will pay for this!
Ooh.
We attach ourselves to these people, Uhtred,
Do not think it is a choice.
because it is our destiny. Pray me, Uhtred.
There's no danger. Nothing is as effective as the
You
same.
like there's a big hug jump here because see a lot of characters with
This is your
a huge
destiny.
agent.
Why did you ban me?
Is it a path of destiny or of arrogance?
What your destinies brought me is pain and
Oh
grief.
my god.
What do you say, Lord? Jump on some horses, ride up to the gate, teach your cousin best. Remember then, Lord Uhtred?
To Bavember!
You always wanted to die then.
This is where the journey ends.
Okay. That was the trailer. This looks awesome. Okay. The trailer says it's fall season, but be not mistaken, this is not the end for the Last Kingdom. In fact, there is a movie coming somewhere after this season. I think it will be in 2023. But we'll have to wait and see. And that movie is, I think, named the Two Kings, or the Last Kings. I'm gonna look at the fandom real quick. The Last Kingdom. Oh, here. Seven Kings Must Die. It's an upcoming movie. Will be released in late 2020, early 2023. So doesn't have released it yet, but I think it will most likely be the early 2023. We'll have to wait and see. Don't know what the movie will exactly be about, but I think it will be sort of a sequel to season 5 and end the whole series in a great way. We know this season will adapt this season will adapt the 9th and 10th Saxon books. So we'll have 3 Saxon books after this, and I'm not sure if they will cover all of those books in season in that one movie. It would have to be a pretty long movie. Maybe it will even be a mini-series, who knows. But maybe it will be like the Snyder Cut, it will be like 4 hours long, or 6 hours even maybe. But covering 3 books in one movie seems like a tough task. Maybe they will cut out the 3rd or 2nd book, who knows. Maybe they will cut a lot of parts out. Well, just have to see. But I think that movie is just to end the whole series in a good way that they can leave the series behind. I think they wanted to make a season 6 to adapt the final books, and maybe make one movie after that for the final book. But I think they didn't really have the money, or didn't get the permission to make a 6th season, or they just don't want to do it, and they think a movie which is based on 3 or 2 books is the right choice. But we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, we're here for season 5, and we just watched the trailer, and it looks great. We're gonna break it down a little bit. We start with some pretty wide shots which show us how the Vikings and Saxons has been living together, because there's peace right now thanks to the marriage between Stiorra and Sigtryggr. So there's now peace between Saxons and Danes, because the Danes have a new way of living. They don't live for conquering the land and taking over people's places and just killing Saxons. They now want to live in peace and just look for places to farm. And that's great. It's great that the Vikings are changing. But this season, however, showed there are still some Vikings out there who still want to take over the kingdoms, and those Vikings are being led by Brida, who wants revenge on Uhtred for letting her slip into the slave life. And I get that. Slave life was probably the worst time of her life, and Uhtred was the one who was supposed to prevent her from going into that. But they have been a long time childhood friends, so I think in some way or another Brida should be able to forgive Uhtred. But honestly, I don't think she will. By the looks of the trailer and the Saxon stories, I think she will go insane and eventually be killed in some way or another. But we'll get onto that later. Anyway, I'm just gonna break down the trailer a little bit. We'll talk about people's fates when we get to the predictions. But I think in this whole season, we're gonna have some peace between the Saxons and Danes. We're gonna have the introduction of some new characters in the early episodes. Then we'll get to like episodes 2 or 3 or something, or maybe we'll already have an episode 1 and we'll have to wait and see. I think that in episode 2 or 3, Brida will show up with her people to attack some villages and kingdoms and take over some, and show that there are still Vikings out there, that there's not any more peace between Vikings and Saxons. And from the Roots of the Traitors, we're gonna have a big time jump, because we see Uhtred with a beard, and we see a daughter of Brida, I believe, who looks like she's 7 or 10 or something. So I don't know how big this time jump is. I also saw some photos of some characters. But I think there is some 10-year time jump at least 10 years. We'll get to why exactly that is. But anyway, we're just gonna break down the trailer a little bit. If you have any predictions about the plot of the season, tell them in the live chat. We'll talk about it after I've broken down the trailer. But you see some wide shots here of people standing in right directions. Here is some kind of earthquake or volcano explosion, I think. Not sure what it's about. Then we have Uhtred looking at the sea. Drums. We see Edward with a beard. We miss clear. There is some kind of a time jump, because last he didn't have a beard and looked a lot younger. So we know there's a time jump. Then we have Aethelwald, who doesn't change at all. I think maybe his hair got a little bit darker or something, but other than that, not much has changed. So he is still there, and I think he is pretty old right now. So I'm not sure if he will die of old age or something else. We'll have to wait and see. Then we see some dark shots. We see a shot of some horses going through the bushes. We see a map. I think this is about how to attack 1 or 2 villages. I see Bebbanburg here. Maybe it's about how to take over Bebbanburg, since they will be doing that in this season. Then I see a shot of someone in it looks like a deer, but it also looks like a bear or a bjork. So a giant pig. I don't know what kind of animal this is supposed to be, but someone's wearing the skin of it, and it kind of looks like Edward or maybe Aethelred, or it kind of looks like Edward, but I think it's maybe one of his sons, if I gotta be honest, because yeah, it looks like a younger Edward, and Edward now has a beard, so I think this is one of his sons. Then we have Uhtred walking through the woods, looking at something terrifying. Maybe it's Brida, or maybe it's the body of someone he loved. Then he's talking to Aldhelm, who talked about some new warriors with white marks who are being led by Brida. We see them here. And they're looking at some kind of volcano explosion. And they want to rise up against Uhtred, take over the kingdoms. And she wants revenge. She still met him after all these years. So we see some kind of battles, maybe on some new kingdoms, maybe on our end, I don't know. We see another shot of Edward. Then we see a shot of young Uhtred, also known as Oswald, who is being injured. I'm not sure if he is still... He's covered with blood. I think he's stabbed with something, but he's injured by Brida, I think. And I don't know if he's stabbed or he dies right here in this scene. But I think there's a big chance that Uhtred is gonna lose one of his kids. And I think that, I've gotta be honest, young Uhtred, aka Oswald, will be the most likely case. Because they may have been foreshadowing it a little bit, that his death may come. But I think that Uhtred will lose one of his kids. And I want Stiorra to survive, even though she dies in the Saxon stories. But I really want her to survive, and she also has a lot of fans, and the books have been different from the TV show before, so maybe it will be again. Maybe the deaths will be switched. Maybe young Uhtred will die instead of Stiorra. We'll have to wait and see. These are more shots of Uhtred, who is sad about someone. He wants revenge on Brida for something. And we see, I think this is Stiorra, who says, "You will pay for this." Let's see if I can do her. You will pay for this! That's about it, I think. Kind of. Then we see some such Brida, and we see a dog who is from Brida, I think. Maybe this dog will eat someone, I don't know. I think this is Brida's daughter who will get some kind of religion ceremony to become a real Dane or something, or a real warrior. Then we see another shot of Edwards. Then we see Uhtred again, talking to Eadith. Then we see Uhtred crying. We see, I think this is Sigtryggr or his brother, who will be introduced in the season. We'll get to him later. And I don't know if this is meant to be some kind of ceremony that he's meant to get his hand burns, or that he's being tortured by Brida or something. We'll have to see. We see some shots going into battle. We see Brida killing someone here. I can't make mind of who it is. I don't think it's Uhtred. I think it's someone close to Uhtred. It kind of looks like Sihtric. We'll have to wait and see. See Brida and Uhtred going into battle. Then we see an older version of, ladies and gentlemen, it's Aethelstan, an older version of Aethelstan. This confirms there will be a big time jump. Okay. Then we see some more wide shots of people going into battle. People falling off mountains. I think this is near Beppenburg. Yeah, it's near Beppenburg. Then we see another shot of Oswald. Then we see a shot of Aelswith. Surprising return. I'm not sure if she will survive her illness in the season 5 finale. Maybe she will appear in some of the early episodes in season 5 and then die from her sickness. Or maybe she will die in the first minutes and then that big time jump will come. We'll have to wait and see. Then we see Aethelstan and Edward stand together in battle, screaming. Brida is crying in vain because someone abandoned her. We see Aethelfled and Uhtred looking together, very happy. We see Uhtred looking at Father Pyrlig, I think. He looks disappointed. Maybe Pyrlig has done something wrong, I'm not sure. Then we see Stiorra, who is mad at Uhtred about his destiny. She thinks it has caused him pain. I'm not sure if she means that or that she's just angry and takes it out on him. I think it's the second part because she actually respected his destinies in the last season. We'll have to see. Then I see here Aethelstan together with, I'm not sure who this is. It kind of looks like Stiorra, but it also looks like someone else. I'm not sure. I really don't know who this woman is. It kind of looks like Stiorra, but I want to say it's someone else. I think that one of them here is killed by something and dies. Then I see here Brida and Uhtred fighting together, I think. Uhtred walking on a horse together with Sihtric and Finan. Aethelstan standing at the gates of Winchester, I believe. I'm not sure who this is at the gates. Maybe it's Edward, maybe it's someone else. We'll have to wait and see. Then we see Finan and Uhtred standing at a camp looking at Bebbanburg, I think. And then we see King Uhtred, and we see Uhtred and his men riding against Bebbanburg because they're gonna retake it from what was the guy called again? We'll get to him later, but the Bebbanburg has a new leader, Whitgar, that was his name, and I think this is him. I think this is Whitgar. We don't have a bright shot of how he looks now. Maybe he's recast. We'll have to wait and see. But anyway, he's back as the leader of Bebbanburg, and I think Uhtred will retake Bebbanburg this time, together with more men, together with Edward's army. I think after they've dealt with Brida, we'll have to wait and see, or maybe before they dealt with Brida. I think it's after. I think that will be the most logical choice for a story. We'll have to wait and see. Then we see Father Pyrlig, who's pretty injured. And then we see our 3 heroes scouting up the mountains. We see the final shot of Brida. And I think that's it. Okay. So what we got from this is, I think there will be some big time jump at the beginning of the season. Maybe we'll already have started with a time jump in the first scene. Maybe there will be some kind of epilogue to show us what has happened during those 10 years. Then we'll see all of our characters reintroduced, introducing new characters. And then in episode 2 or 3, Brida will show up with her army and attack some villages to show that she's back to take revenge. Then somewhere halfway through the season, she will get killed and defeated. And then at the second part, or the final 3 episodes, something, I don't know, it will all be about retaking Bebbanburg, and then by the end of the season they will retake Bebbanburg, and then a new story will begin in the upcoming movie, The Seven Kings Must Die. So that's kind of like what I think will happen during the whole season. If you have any predictions, you can write them down in the live chats. Let's see if someone has already questioned some stuff. No. No one has questioned a thing. Okay? Okay, so we're gonna close this. We're gonna close this. This. Okay, and then let's get to those stat predictions. Uhtred! Well, it's pretty obvious to me. He is safe, of course. Why would he die? It won't make any sense. He's the main character, and he has to be alive for the final movie. So, I don't see why they would kill him off. Finan, he has a lot of fans, fan service, so he's safe. That's for sure. Sihtric, I think that Uhtred has to lose at least one of his friends. And so, I also think I saw Brida killing Sihtric, but we'll have to wait and see if that is pretty true. He was there at Bebbanburg, so maybe he survived the whole Brida and Uhtred war. We'll have to wait and see. If Bebbanburg really takes place before the Brida stuff or between the Brida stuff, maybe halfway through it, we'll have to wait and see. When Bebbanburg is coming, but I think the most logical decision would be for first the Brida storyline and then Bebbanburg. But we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, when I look at this, I think that Uhtred is one of his friends, and I think it will be at the Battle of Bebbanburg, and that will be Sihtric. I think that will be the most logical choice. Then we have Osferth. I don't see much of Osferth in the trailers. Maybe that's because he is left his fighting stage behind. Maybe they forgot about the character. Maybe they just come out the trailer. Who knows? They have done that before with characters, not showing them in the trailers. Maybe he was in the trailer for quick shots. Well, we'll see. But I didn't really see much of him in the trailer, and maybe that tells us that he's gonna die, but I honestly don't see him really dying, so I think he's fine. Then we have Hilde. We have only seen her once, I think, in season 3, and then they just pretty much forgot about her. Not sure if she will return for this season. I hope she does, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, I'm hoping that if she will return, she will survive, and I think she also will. Then with Eadith, she will of course return, and I think that maybe she will have some kind of love relationship with Finan. They kind of set it up in the finale of season 4. Or maybe she will get a relationship with Uhtred. We'll have to wait and see, but I'm hoping it's with Finan. They kind of set it up, and it will make a lot more sense. But is she gonna die? Is she gonna live? I honestly think... You know what? I had her read, but I think... You know what? I'm gonna change it right now. There. She's gonna live. That's for sure. Because why would they kill anyone else in her bloodline? Then we have Aethelfled. Aethelfled, will she live? Will she die? I think that she will live. I think that's the most logical case. I think they won't kill her off. The people love her, the fans love her, and she deserves that happy ending. Then we have Aldhelm. I think that Aethelfled may have to lose someone close to her, so I think that it will be Aldhelm, and that he may die in battle. I don't really see much of him in the trailers either. I see some such, but not many. So I think that he will get killed in some of the early battles against Brida. Then we have Stiorra. Okay, so earlier I said that we'll lose someone close to Uhtred, one of his kids. And I think from the recent trailers, it will be young Uhtred, also known as Oswald. Now I know that Stiorra died in the books, but I think they will have some kind of switch and change in the television series because Stiorra has a lot of fan base, and Oswald doesn't really have a fan base because some people find him annoying. I've kind of liked the character, but some people may find him annoying, so I think they will kill off Oswald instead of Stiorra, and that Oswald will get killed by Brida, be stabbed or something, and then run through Uhtred and then die in Uhtred's arms. So I think that is the most likely case. So I think that Stiorra will live, unlike in the books, and that young Uhtred, also known as Oswald, will die. Okay, then we have two children who has changed a lot. First up, this is Aelfwynn. Yes, this is Aelfwynn, the daughter of Aethelfled. You know what? Let's look up a photo of how she looked at season 5, so you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. And you guys can be surprised, just like I am, about how much she has changed. Damn, look at that. Look at this. She looks so much different. And now I have to switch my face a little bit. Yes, yeah. Look at this. This looks so much different. So different from this. This doesn't look a thing like that. It looks very different. But I think they did a great job with casting a new actors in the role. I think they did an amazing job with that. Anyway, we have Ethel, we have Aelfwynn, and we have Uhtred. Yes, Uhtred had a third child who was not seen in season 4. Maybe they have forgotten about the character. Maybe they forgot that Uhtred had a third child, or maybe he died off screen or something. But I'm hoping that he will return in this final season, and I'm hoping that the show will not forget about him. But Uhtred really did have a third son, and he's still alive out there. I think at least. So yeah, Uhtred is out there, and Aelfwynn is out there. I think that Aelfwynn will be. I had the run documents. Don't know why. Anyway, here I have the white one. Yeah, okay. This looks more up to date. Okay. So Aelfwynn is fine, I think, and Uhtred is maybe dying. Maybe they will make it look like Oswald will die, but he will actually survive, and Uhtred will die, if he will even appear. But if he wouldn't appear, then maybe I think that he died off screen during the Battle of Winchester in last season. We'll have to wait and see. Then we have the two sons of Edward. We have Athelstan, and how was the other one called? Aelfwynn and Athelstan. Okay, I think that Athelstan is fine. He is like a new son to Uhtred, an adopted son. And I think that Aelfwynn, just like in the books, will get killed by his older brother because he tries to take over as the new king and tries to take over his place or become some kind of rat or something. Or maybe he will get killed by someone else, but in the books he got killed by his own brother or stepbrother, whatever you want to call it, because he tried to take over his place as the new king, I think. And I think that someone similar will go down in this final season, or maybe that they will save that for the movie, who knows. But I think that Aelfwynn will get killed in some way or another, because I don't trust him. Then we have Lady Aelswith. Will she die? Will she live? She was very sick the last time we saw her. Maybe she's still sick at the beginning of season 5, and she will die, and then we have that big time jump. Or maybe she will have survived. Who knows? I don't think she actually will. Or maybe she will die in some other way of old age or cancer or something. But we'll have to see. But I still have this feeling inside me that she will die. Then we have Lord Aethelwald. Someone will eventually find out that he tried to kill Lady Aelswith, and so they will kill him and execute him, so he's dead for sure. Or they could, or he dies of old age, who knows, but he will die. Then we have his daughter. Aelfwynn. I think that Aelfwynn is fine. Maybe she will get imprisoned, who knows. But I think she's fine. I don't think they will kill her off. Then we have Edward. Edward is fine, I think. He died in the books of old age, but he seems a bit young for now, so I don't think he will die. I think it's fine. Then we have Father Pyrlig. He has a lot of fans, and he looks injured in the trailer, so maybe he will die, but I think that actually because he has a lot of fans, they're kind of trying to make it look like he dies, but I think he will survive. Then we have these characters who appeared in season 5, new characters. Not sure if they will return for season 5. They appeared in season 4, they may return for season 5. I think that at least one of them will return, but we'll have to see. But we have Vibeke, Vibeke, Uhtred, and Uhtred's son. And I think that they're just all dead, in my opinion. I think they are died during the time jump or get killed and got themselves killed because they're all pretty rebellion and don't like Aethelfled or something, and they want to rise up against her and betray her and rat her because they don't like her as the new leader. And so they have either died of old age or died getting killed by Aethelfled's men because they betrayed her, and they are still mad at her because she took over as the new queen. That is some way or another. Or maybe Uhtred will die and his son will take revenge. We'll have to wait and see. But I think they're all dead if they will even return in some way or another. Then with Brida, I think that Brida will definitely die, get killed by Stiorra, just like in the books, in some big way. Or maybe Uhtred will kill her in that 5 weeks on the trailer. But I think the most likely case will be Brida, just like in the books. I think they're trying to make it look like Uhtred will kill her, but I don't think he has the guts, but Stiorra has. Then we have the 2 Viking leaders. Sigtryggr and Sigtryggr and Haestan. I think that's, we all know the answer to this question. It's pretty good to me. Sigtryggr is safe and Haestan will die. Why? Because Haestan is an asshole rapist who is sometimes funny and likable, but most of the time a dick, so he deserves to die. And Sigtryggr has a lot of fans and is a good leader, so he will live. Then we have where do I have my face, by the way? Oh, okay, I have the marker points. Okay, good. Then we have the 2 people at Bebbanburg, which will be attacked by Uhtred and his fan and his army, Whitgar and Eden. And will they live or die? I think that Eden will survive and become the new priest for Uhtred, and that Whitgar will get killed by Uhtred in some great way, very climactic, amazing, awesome way. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, then we have the new characters. There will be a lot of new characters introduced in the season. I'm looking forward to who it will be exactly. Let's see. We have first off have this priest named Brother Father Benedict. Father Benedict. He's a new priest with a tragic past, and he will be a big new character in this new season. I think he will have a big part in my opinion, even though we don't see a lot in the trailer. But I think he will be a new, interesting character, and I think that he will survive. Then we have another new character, Cynlaef. He will be a new love interest for Aelfwynn and a good friend to Athelstan. He will be an interesting rebellion warrior. And will he die? I think he will. I think he will get killed during battle. Don't see much from the trailer to develop both Aelfwynn and Athelstan. And also he's rebellion, so he will get himself killed, of course. Whoa, okay, I don't know what I did wrong here. So, let's change that a little bit. So, that's better. Okay, another new character. He is a henchman to Lord Aethelwald, Bresal, a mercenary who works for Lord Aethelhelm, and he is, yeah. Can we trust him? No, we can't, because he works for Lord Aethelhelm, so we can't trust him. And so he will get killed in a pretty satisfying way, that's for sure. Then we have a new advisor to the king, King Edward, and she is named Eadgifu. Eadgifu, I think. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think it's Eadgifu. Eadgifu. I don't know. Whatever. She's probably safe. She's a new character, looks very interesting, so I think she's fine. Then we have new character. I'm sorry about the footage, it doesn't really look that great, I know, but we didn't have a better picture of this new character, so here it is. And he is a king of Ireland, I think, or Scotland? Scotland. Okay. Wasn't the king of Ireland? You know what, I don't care, he's probably not that big of a character. If it's the king of Ireland, then Sihtric will have his revenge. If it's Scotland, then he will get killed either way. Or he will, I don't know. I think he's fine. If it's the king of Ireland, then he's dead. If it's not, then he is alive. You know what? We're not on for that long. We're gonna look it up, just to be sure. Oh, Scotland. Okay, it's Scotland. So, will the king of Scotland die? I think he will be fine. Then we have the daughter of Brida. Vibeke. Vibeke is, in my opinion, probably fine. Maybe she'll get imprisoned or be adopted by Uhtred or Aethelfled, but I think she's fine. I think she will die. Then we have the brother of Sigtryggr. He will be introduced in the season. He was presumed dead, but turned out to be alive. I think there are a lot of characters in the show who are presumed dead, but eventually turn out to be alive, which is weird. But honestly, it happens, I think, a lot during TV shows. So great, why not? Why not have it happen? And he is named Rognvaldr, Rognvaldr, Rognvaldr. I don't know. I'm not even sure if I'm saying Sigtryggr right, so we'll have to see. But Rognvaldr. We'll have to see how you have to pronounce his name. But he says he's a changed man because before he was a drunk man who wanted revenge and everything and was an idiot, and he was very violent and a rapist and a womanizer, and he says he has returned a changed man. And is that true? I don't think it is. I think he's lying, or that at first he tries to be a changed man, but then he turns evil again. But anyway, he's probably dead to develop Sigtryggr. Maybe he will get killed by his own brother because he eventually doesn't trust him. Or maybe he will get killed by Brida. Maybe he is the one that Brida's cnut'ssons. We'll have to see, but I think he is dead either way. Then we have some new characters. We don't know much about them. We have these characters are Domno. Okay, we have Domno. We have Domno, Uhtred, and so that's one again. Roland. Domno, Ingrid, Roland. Or is it Holland? No, Roland. Okay. Roland is a survivor for Sigtryggr. I think that he will die. Ingrid, I don't know who she is. We don't know much about her. But I think she is a potential new love interest for Uhtred. We'll have to see. But I think she's fine, honestly. And Domno is the king of Alba. Don't know where that is exactly, but I honestly think that he will die getting killed by Brida and her army early on in the season because his village is attacked by her, or his country or place, kingdom, whatever it is. I honestly don't care because he's a secondary character. So yeah. I think that's everyone. That was great. Okay. Let's see if someone has said something in the live chat. Nope. No one is active in the live chat. Okay. So I think I said everything I want to say then. I'm looking forward to this 5th season of the show. I hope you guys are too. I'm also looking forward to that movie. I'm really interested to see how they will do it. How they will make a movie after this. How they will adapt those final 3 books. We'll have to wait and see how exactly they will do it. But I think they have a great and interesting way to do it. And I think it will be very interesting to see how it all goes. But anyway, these were my predictions and predictions for the Last Kingdom Season 5. I hope you guys enjoyed. Tell me down in the comments below what you think may or may not happen during the season. Like this video, subscribe to my channel. Be sure to check out my Facebook and Instagram account. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys 10 seconds to react to the live hits. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, no one's in the live chat. Okay, that's great. See you guys another time. Anyway, if you're watching this video, it has been fun. I liked it a lot. I love doing this, and I would love to do a lot more live streams if you guys love to and see me do it. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, this has been fun. These were my debutions and predictions. Like this video, leave a comment, subscribe to my channel. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I would love to hear your predictions for the season. And tell me what I should do in the future of Joe Debate Entertainment. Maybe you have a great idea. Write it down in the comments down below. I would love to hear it, and maybe I will do it in my next video. We'll have to see. Anyway, I want to say one more thing. I'm a little bit busy with my internship. I'm not saying where I will do my internship because that's private, but I'm a little bit busy with that. So for now, we'll only be doing live streams. Maybe I will upload one video. I still have the top 10 best movies of 2021, which I have to upload. I didn't get to the part where I have to edit because I'm very busy with my internship. Maybe I can do it next weekend. We'll have to see. I think I have the time, maybe. I hope so. I also have some other stuff to do. But that's the only video I want to upload this year. The other ones are live streams. And after that, I don't know if I can keep up this channel. Because I will be doing my internship. And after I'm done with my internship, I will either maybe work there or work someone else. Or finish my education. But we'll have to see. But anyway, I love my intern. Maybe I'll find a job there. It will be great to work there. It's a great workplace. Anyway, I don't know if I can keep up this channel, but I would love to keep this channel while I'm working. But we'll have to see what happens. Anyway, I love doing these live streams, and that is what I will do in the near future. Because I don't think I have the time to also make videos, edit them a little bit, and then upload them. We'll have to see. But for now, we'll only be doing live streams and maybe upload that top 10 best movies of 2021. Maybe it's a little bit late for that, but anyway, when I have the time for it, I will edit it and upload it on YouTube for the ones who still want to see it, even though it's a little bit late to upload that video. But anyway, I will try to have time and upload it on YouTube. Okay, so yeah, this has been fun. I'm gonna end because I've been going on for a long time. So, I see you guys next time.